I'm Jack Beck, here at Kursi on the east side of the Sea of Galilee in this beautiful 5th century Byzantine church to talk about the geography of forgiveness. Jesus did 2 feeding miracles that are nearly identical in every way. A large group of people followed him out to a remote area. They stayed longer than their food supply. Jesus provided miraculous food for them, and a bunch of basketfuls of leftovers were collected. The differences, well, maybe the biggest difference between the 2 that you would know is the name, the feeding of the 5,000, the feeding of the 4,000. But there's another difference that I'd like to focus on, and that is the difference in location. Why is that important? Because 2 different ethnic groups occupied those spaces. The feeding of the 5,000 on the northwest shore of the lake was done for people in Jewish country. These were Jews who were coming to dinner. The feeding of the 4,000 on this side of the lake was in Gentile country. That means Jesus did virtually identical miracles for 2 different ethnic groups. Here's why that's a big deal. Jesus was offering his views on a debate that was raging within Judaism, and that debate was, what are we supposed to do with Gentiles when we think about the eternal kingdom? There are some within 1st century Judaism who said Gentiles are completely out. But notice what Jesus is saying to the disciples. Gentiles are completely in. I've offered the same miracle in 2 different locations to 2 different ethnic groups to demonstrate that it doesn't matter what side of the lake you live on. The geography of forgiveness extends to every corner. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that whoever believes in his Son, Jesus, will have eternal life." It doesn't matter where you live, John says. Jesus said it a little differently. He does 2 feeding miracles on 2 different sides of this lake to show that you cannot out-sin the forgiveness of God. The feeding of the 5,000, the feeding of the 4,000, to be sure, they're miracles about food. But please realize, they're also miracles that speak to your forgiveness.